a goddess, and a songstress, a published poet. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with a big hand, let's welcome Natalia.
We are moving in and out of time. We're breaking into open skies. We're doing it like butterflies, 'cause the world is spinning round and round. We are moving in and out of time. We're breaking into open skies. We're doing it like butterflies, 'cause the world is spinning round and round and round. Good morning. And welcome to the morning of new meanings. When chapter come open, chapter come close to the edge where we carve a center, some place to begin from. Every day we are coming out of some little place behind the face of smiling hatred, going into places known as everywhere. At the front lines, we tend to lean toward the candlelit heads of men and mountain-like knowings of women who will ask you. Someone will ask you, where do you receive your gifts and how do you give them back? Someone will ask for droplets of your dreams. Somewhere past the flattery of these words, on the other side of the mountain known as language, half past history and how far we have come, on the other side of time and how far we are yet to come. I will greet you. Good morning. Nikrend? Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming out. It's just wonderful to be back to Poetry Africa. And I see my friends. See, when I do that, I can see all of you. So I have a few poems. Just to continue from where I left off on Monday, when I said that I write mainly about women and against the erasure of women and their contributions and their experiences. So the next poem is called Freedom Fighters. It's for my mother and my grandmother. It's in 10 parts, and I will just read 3. 1, my mother was a freedom fighter, not the usual uniformed one in positions of robust attention, not even a guerrilla mama fighting in the bush at the far end of the fringe. No machine gun in hand, no amulets around her neck, shaped in words like revolution. 3, my mother was a sister, a neighbor, grandmother, stranger, homeless, materially rich bitch who came in phases, in all shades and shapes of the sun. And all its rays, she fought to escape the gaze of men who fuck her with their eyes, wants to climb out of their angry purity, wants to come out from behind the skin on their rigid faces. If only their eyes could vomit her onto any street corner or alley, she would make her way to dreams, to riding high, if only. 10. I will search for you by his side, inside the soft of her touch, below the knee and thumb of the powerful, underneath the attentive grip of oppression. Like an overprotective father, I will search for you on the floors of ideologies and identities. I will look in the eyes of old people and on the palms of newborn babies. I will search for you on humanity's faith. I have to find you not in words, not even within the vessel of language, not on the wings of any journey, but this time I will search for you inside of me. Thank you very much. I'd like to, is there any beatbox in the house? I see one. He's my friend, his name is Kwaz, and he's been on the stage before. He's just an amazing man and an amazing poet and an amazing teacher. Please ask him to join me on stage, please. And while he's still making his way to find the microphone on this end, I will read a poem that I wrote when Nelson Mandela died. It's called In Reflection. You will be bitter and sore, turn sun up into compromise, moon earth onto sacrifice, shed a tear in resentment. Be safe haven amidst the lives that wake from yours. And if no reflection returns here by dawn, perhaps then the photographs, the amulets, and facts stuffed inside big, big shoes, and the letters soaked in blood, and the floods of burden will have to be brought out as testimony. When you search the gaping night below the rubble of awakenings mixed with doubt and fears of flight, there will be a spark at the end of the tunnel of our dusty throat as we learn to speak anew. You will be a man, a great mother star, an island, a story spotted with questions, a universe, a moment, a name which is drunk by a world as honor. You will be an imposing monument and a tiny grain of drifting sand, ululation and anger bubbling on a people's tongue. You will always be mirror, be new ground, be reference, be vision ahead. Hi, my name is Natalia.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So, often people ask us, what do you write about? What is your process? You know, that kind of stuff. So, okay.
Yeah.
Before these poems, there is a lump of dreams throbbing at my throat before it can gush out as poetry. Before our lives become breath, become language and agency, before this poetry becomes currency, becomes meaning, becomes imagining, it will be this that it is. And further than that, I don't know. Further than that is no more, and further than that is yet to come. Before our poetry can be all that there is to be said, before there is never enough rage and silent patterns of void or particles of light between the distances, before it is booed upon and cast into the dustbins of our minds or hurled up high the echelons of power, it will be this that it is. And further than that, I don't know. Further than that is no more. Further than that is yet to come. Before our dream is a crafted emotion of what we left behind and what we further roll towards. Before this poem is pulled from nightmares to be measured or rent and the landlady's messages under the door, it will be this, that it is, and further than that is no more. Further than that, I don't know. Further than that is yet to come. Before this poetry is the rivers we cross, those we know and those we don't know. Before it is the wishings of a hungry man at street corner X, and before it is whispered by cosmic energies of what it is or what is not, it will be this, that it is, and further than that, I don't know. Further than that is no more, and further than that is yet to come. Before it is swallowed alive, this poem, before it is closure or an opening to new skies, before it is the dreams of a man who salutes you this way with words that could swallow an entire earth of seas and reshape the way our eyes touch their way through life, it will be this, that it is. And further than that,
I don't know.
And further than that,
I don't know.
And further than that
I don't
is
know.
yet to come.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mafrika amantle, kwaz. Yeah, maybe my last poem. Where's that torch? I don't see it yet. So this poem is called No Foreigners Here. This city carries no foreigners, only indigenous plants of this world. This village is a planet, a city, a riverbank, a stolen space of future uprooted. This world, a city, a road, a constellation, a view from above, a continent is a life in itself. It wakes, it breathes, it plays with water and keeps its children safe. I want you to be open and be ready, to be inside the prayer, the song, the lament of the woman next to me, in another body, in another time, in another village, a market, in a faraway land that is not foreign. This world is a dance floor and a school of thought and a leftover poem. I want to be all people, get lost inside the breathing and the earthing and the dying, take in the praying, the laughter, the eyelids batting, the tongues speaking home in Sepedi, Fulani, Mandingo, Wolof, Arabic, Kikuyu, Zulu skies, open, wide, gentle enough for all people. I don't see the touch yet. So if I don't see the touch, I will read from this book, Elephant Woman's Song, which will be launching on Saturday at Ike's Books. I think it's 11:30. Please come. The reminder. Put me together again when I come undone. And when I become untrue, hold me intact in place, for everywhere is ours to claim healing. Hold me till I am whole, until I am home again. When I am grief and recovery, and when I am abundance inside loss, hold me. Hold me till I am grounded, until I am grounding. Almost done. This one is called Language. You are the language of stars. Magic is born from the world you manifest. And the language that can tear you apart comes from your own mouth, comes from the crossroads of throats of people you call your own. The language we are taught to teach ourselves is the language we receive. We inherit a language unraveling in the flow of our fears, singeing our dreams to seize the dance. This is the language we challenge and resist to stay alive or use to set ourselves on fire. A language that can put our light out, the language through which we can drown our own dreams, is the language we can use to craft our wings. So I will leave you and see you again on Saturday. We're spending the whole day on Saturday together. This poem here is written for the children of Palestine, particularly the children of Gaza, or Gaza. I wish you happy. I wish you whole, as words water a flower beneath the yellow rays of yearnings, beyond the reach of growling pains. I wish you inviolable dreams flourishing under the silent and attentive gaze of the moon. I wish you a sky open enough and ready for thoughts of light. Simple earthly delights pouring in and out of this moment. I wish you alive, playing a game of cards in the blossoming pathway of unfolding wings. Here, a wish for you of brave dreamlings touching your eyes at dawn, picking shells along the beach with your brother, on the roof of your home, feeding doves, fitting your wedding gown, marveling at the beat of your sister's heart, laughing at your father's funny stories, happy, harvesting olives and memories. Thank you very much. Thank you, Durban. Thank you, Poetry Africa.
Thank you so much.